Ever wondered if our Christmas celebrations have roots in ancient pagan festivities? Join us as we uncover surprising origins behind some Christmas traditions. We're about to embark on a fascinating journey through time, unwrapping the captivating history of Christmas. From the solstice celebrations of ancient civilizations to the festive traditions we know and love today, we'll explore the intriguing curiosities that have shaped this beloved holiday. Before we dive in, consider subscribing to the channel for a regular dose of curiosity and knowledge. It's quick, easy, and you won't want to miss our upcoming videos. December 25th was deliberately chosen to coincide with pagan winter solstice festivities. This wasn't a coincidence, but a strategic move. You see, during the early centuries of Christianity, the church aimed to convert pagans to their faith. To make this transition smoother, they integrated local traditions into their own celebrations. One of these was the winter solstice, a time when pagans celebrated the gradual lengthening of days and the promise of spring. The church saw an opportunity to infuse Christian meaning into these popular festivities. They marked December 25th as the birth of Jesus Christ, aligning it with the winter solstice celebrations. This blending of beliefs helped to ease the cultural shift from paganism to Christianity. It also allowed the new converts to keep their cherished traditions while adopting a new faith. So the next time you celebrate on the 25th, remember its ancient roots. Ever wondered how the tradition of Christmas trees came about? Well, let's embark on a journey to 16th century Germany. The custom of adorning evergreen trees during the Yuletide season was prevalent among the German folks. They believed that evergreens represented eternal life. This tradition was somewhat localized until the 19th century, when it gained popularity across the United Kingdom. The royal couple, Queen Victoria and Prince Albert, played a significant role in this shift. A widely circulated sketch of the royal family celebrating around an ornately decorated Christmas tree sparked intrigue and admiration. The image was a powerful endorsement, making Christmas trees a must-have in households across Britain and beyond. The tradition eventually crossed the Atlantic, becoming an integral part of Christmas celebrations in the United States and other parts of the world. So the next time you're decorating your Christmas tree, remember that you're partaking in a tradition that has been around for centuries. So, thanks to Queen Victoria and Prince Albert, we now have our beloved Christmas tree tradition. The jolly figure we know as Santa Claus has a history dating back to the 4th century. The story begins with Saint Nicholas, a bishop from present-day Turkey, known for his generosity and kindness. His reputation for secret gift-giving, such as putting coins in the shoes of those who left them out for him, is one of the inspirations for our modern-day Santa Claus. However, the image of Santa Claus as we know him today, the bearded, rotund, red-suited jolly figure, has a more recent origin. It was popularized by none other than the Coca-Cola Company. In the 1930s, Coca-Cola commissioned illustrator Haddon Sundblom to create a Christmas advertisement featuring Santa. Sundblom's depiction of Santa as a cheerful, rosy-cheeked man was a hit and soon became the image of Santa Claus recognized all around the world. So next time you see Santa Claus, remember the historic figure behind the jolly image. Christmas isn't complete without singing carols. Indeed, these melodious tunes have been a cornerstone of Christmas celebrations for generations. But did you know that many of our beloved carols have their roots in the 19th century? Take, for instance, Silent Night. This tranquil hymn was first performed on Christmas Eve in the year 1818, in a small Austrian village. Its creators, Joseph Mohr and Franz Xaver Gruber, probably never anticipated that their humble song would be sung in countless languages around the world more than 2 centuries later. Then there's Jingle Bells, a song synonymous with the season's joy and merriment. Composed by James Lord Pierpont in 1857, it was originally intended for Thanksgiving, not Christmas. But over the years it has become an integral part of our Christmas celebrations, its lively tune perfectly capturing the spirit of the holiday. So, these beloved carols have been around for centuries, adding joy to our festivities. Christmas food traditions vary worldwide. So let's embark on a culinary journey around the globe. In Italy, Christmas Eve is celebrated with Il Cannone, a grand feast that often includes seafood and is followed by midnight mass. It's a time for families to gather, celebrate, and, of course, eat. Meanwhile, in Ukraine, the Christmas Eve supper known as Sviata Večera consists of 12 symbolic dishes. Why 12, you may ask? Each dish represents one of the 12 apostles. The meal is traditionally meatless and dairy-free, respecting the Eastern Orthodox Church's fasting practices. From the sumptuous seafood of Italy's Il Cannone to the symbolic dishes of Ukraine's Sviata Večera, food is much more than sustenance during the festive season. It's a medium for expressing culture, tradition, and togetherness, making the holiday season that much more special. So, food forms an integral part of Christmas celebrations worldwide, each with unique traditions. Did you know Christmas was once banned in England? It's hard to believe, but it's true. In the 17th century, the staunch Puritan Oliver Cromwell rose to power, and his regime deemed Christmas as excessive and a remnant of pagan tradition. During Cromwell's reign, Christmas was seen as a time of wastefulness, gluttony, and debauchery. So in 1644, Christmas was officially banned. This ban included the prohibition of traditional Christmas foods, decorations, and even church services. The people were not pleased, and many continued their Christmas celebrations in secret, risking punishment. But as history has a way of turning tides, with the restoration of the monarchy in 1660, King Charles II ascended the throne. He lifted the ban on Christmas, much to the joy of the people. The celebration of Christmas, as we know it today, was allowed once again to flourish. So, the celebration of Christmas has faced its share of controversy in history. The tradition of the White House Christmas tree began in 1889. This is when President Benjamin Harrison, the 23rd President of the United States, decided to bring a bit of festive cheer into the presidential residence. In an era when Christmas trees were becoming increasingly popular among American households, President Harrison wanted to make sure the White House wasn't left out. To mark the occasion, a magnificent tree was erected in the second-floor Oval Room, then used as a family parlor and library. The tree was decorated with brilliant ornaments, twinkling lights, and an array of gifts for Harrison's grandchildren. This was no small affair. It was a celebration that involved the entire Harrison family, from the president himself to his grandchildren. And thus, a new tradition was born. Since then, every year, a beautifully decorated Christmas tree has adorned the White House, bearing witness to the holiday spirits of the first families. So this tradition has been a part of American history for over a century. The spirit of Christmas once brought a brief respite during World War I. In the bitter cold of December 1914, something extraordinary happened. Soldiers on both sides of the Western Front in the First World War laid down their weapons and stepped out of their trenches. This wasn't commanded by their generals, but was a spontaneous act of humanity, a temporary truce called by the soldiers themselves. They sang carols, exchanged gifts of food and tobacco, and even played football in the no-man's land between the trenches. For a brief moment, they saw each other not as enemies, but as fellow human beings sharing the same hardships, the same fears. This remarkable event, known as the Christmas Truce, is a poignant reminder of the power of Christmas to bring about peace, even in the most unlikely circumstances. So, even during times of war, Christmas managed to bring a flicker of peace and camaraderie. I hope these curiosities enriched your understanding of Christmas. We've journeyed from the ancient pagan origins of December 25th, through the regal roots of the Christmas tree tradition, all the way to the modern-day Santa Claus, immortalized by a popular soft drink brand. We've sung along to centuries-old carols and sampled diverse food traditions from around the globe. We've looked back at a time when Christmas was banned in England, and then forward to the first festive tree in the White House. We've even visited the trenches of World War I, where the spirit of Christmas brought a fleeting peace. Such is the power and mystery of Christmas, a tapestry of tales woven through time. No other Christmas facts we missed? Share in the comments. Before we say goodbye, please subscribe for more fascinating content. Your support helps us enlighten more minds with history's captivating curiosities. If you found our journey through Christmas history intriguing, do hit that like button. It not only lifts our spirits, but it also helps others discover these fascinating stories. Remember, a like is like sharing a bit of Christmas spirit. So, until our next enlightening journey through time, here's wishing you a very Merry Christmas.